We're here at Holy Trinity Activity Center down in beautiful May 19, and we're Life Empowerment Ministries International under leadership of Pastor Gadwin McDonald. Presented a gospel comedy connection with one of America's funniest comedian and ventriloquist, Willie Brown. Welcome to the show.
Hey, well, thank you for having me.
Now, how does it feel to be, first of all, in the Bahamas?
It's better in the Bahamas.
Better in the
Yes.
And how was it working with Pastor McDonald to put on this gospel comedy connection?
This is great because this is my first time coming to the Bahamas, and to come, having to do a gospel comedy show with a gentleman like Pastor McDonald and Life Empowerment Ministries is a real blessing, and I'm so thankful to be a part of it.
Okay, well, tell us, for those who don't really know who's Willie Brown, tell us how Willie Brown and your partner Woody came along.
Well, I came up through the BET Comic View ranks pretty much. I mean, as far as television, back in '92 when D.L. Hughley was the host of the show, I came on board then, and that was my first real national television debut. And I had done Comic View a number of times since then, and also did HBO Def Comedy Jam, and some people may have seen me on the Barbershop series on Showtime and a few movies here and there. A movie called All About You that's out in stores like Blockbusters and different stores. And I kind of started comedy in the Washington D.C. area doing the comedy clubs, and I traveled around. Worked with people like David Chappelle and Wanda Sykes, and I did a lot of secular comedy clubs. And then over the years, I moved to Los Angeles, and I rededicated my life and to Christ, and I got with an agency called Outreach Comedy, and they booked Christian comedy events, and I started traveling around the country performing for them, and pretty much that's where I'm at now. I've been with them for about 5 years now, and I get an opportunity to perform at churches all over the country, and it's really a blessing to be able to share this with the Christian community.
Now, for those who don't really know what a ventriloquist is, let us know what he came along.
Well, ventriloquism is a ventriloquist, of course, is a person that speaks without moving his or her lips and make it sound as if a voice is coming from somewhere other than themselves. And I was inspired by a guy named Jay Johnson on a television show called Soap. I don't know if you've ever seen this show, but it's a sitcom. It came out years ago, and the guy Jay Johnson was a ventriloquist, and the whole family was kind of dysfunctional. So he was also dysfunctional because he would talk to everybody else in the family through his puppet. Well, when I was a kid, I watched this show, and I said, "Mom," I want to be a ventriloquist. And so she went out and she bought my first puppet for me for a Christmas gift. And I just started practicing, and I learned the basics. Then I took a home study course that I found in a comic book. And I followed the home study course. Everything they told me to do, I did it. And basically, here I am today because of that.
Okay, now tell us, how did it felt working along with Dynamite Daisy in this gospel comedy connection?
It was wonderful working with Dynamite Daisy. And I think what really was special for me was how much she's loved throughout the entire Bahamas. I mean, everywhere I went, I mentioned that I was going to be on the show, and I show the flyer with her picture, and everybody would start laughing automatically. I'm really glad she was here, because nobody knows me. They know, a few people recognize me, but they know Dynamite Daisy. I'm so glad she's here. I'm glad to be here with her, and I hope to come back and do some more shows with her.
So, last question. Most comedians, they go there to make people laugh, but you there to inspire people, and there's a message behind what you do. Tell us the whole purpose of this ministry.
Well, I think laughter is the best medicine, and really I just want to use my gift to try to reach out to people and let them know that there is hope, and that no matter what you're going through, if you keep God on your side and you follow him, that he'll bless you through whatever your circumstances are. And if you can laugh about it, you can get through it. And I think that comedy comes from tragedy, and I think that comedy is tragedy turned inside out. And so we need laughter in the world, and I believe it's like the healing force. And I know God has a sense of humor because he created me. And we have to use this. We have to use our gifts, whatever they are. And if it brings people to Christ, then I think it's good. This is where I am, and I'm a part of this gospel comedy movement. So I'm really thankful that he chose me to be a part of it.
Well, there you have it, folks. Willie Brown in beautiful Nassau, Bahamas for Life Empowerment Ministries International Gospel Comedy Connection. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.